Man, this game is crazy. You know, you come out here 1 week, you look like a major champion. The next week, you look like a 25 handicapper from Crabapple, North Dakota. But
let's go, bro.
3 shots, 4 par, I just do 2, 1 putt, par 4, birdie, woo, new driver, info, replace, M2, par 5, fairway, what you fin do? Think I'll try to get on into, start right, good line, good view, it drew, shooter McGavin, 2 thumbs that's up high and 2 fingers pointed at you, pew pew, fairway to green, conk off that I'm playing. Sometimes these part 3 green look like an island, a plunge and keep it on dry land, at least I'm a try man, up with the 5 and might use the trap man. I got a check man, line tango ball speed, rated that backsman, and where that ball land. Watch that's on my hand, is yours not the time, man. Yeah, that's my garment. I feel like ramen. Not talking noodles, I'm talking about John, man. And Gary Woodland, striker with Travis Fulton, got me striping like Dustin Johnson. 59 watchdog, the way that.
What is up, everybody? I'm your boy, Arnold Garcia, aka Brucey. First time doing a hosting by myself. No Andy here. Andy's celebrating his vacation, doing his vacation out there in Colorado. So hope he comes back safe and he has a good outing out there, man. But we got a good show to do, man. Today we got episode 145. I got a special guest, Robert Vasquez, who's GM of Gateway Hills Golf Club out at Lackland Air Force Base, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring him on. What is up, Rob?
What's up, Brucey? How you doing today, brother?
Yeah, I'm nervous, bro. You don't understand.
No, don't be nervous.
This
I'm
camera.
this right now. You're better looking than Andy, so I'd rather stay.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate. A lot younger too, bro. A lot younger.
that too, brother.
So what is up, man?
Brother?
No much, man. Like I said, just all day today, just preparing for this show and trying to get everything lined out and trying to look for an outfit. 4th of July, USA, red, white, and blue. So I don't know. I think I look pretty good today, man.
You look good, brother. And I like the flag behind you. I appreciate it.
Right, bro. I got the whole this right here. So little by little, I'm trying to get my little setup up and ready, bro.
Well, you definitely got it going on, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, hey, man. So what's up with you, man? How's everything going out there, man? At Gateway. Let's talk about it, man.
It's really good. You know, so I took over the position that's coming on a little over 60 days. So it's a different transition for me because, you know, being a shop guy, being a tournament director, being the guy at the front end on the counter to being the guy behind the scenes and having a micromanage versus macromanage. So it's different from me, you know. I like it. You know, at first I was a little bit, do I really want to get into upper management? Do I really want to get involved? And, you know, and part of my decision came down to, well, I want to make a change. You know, I want change to come to our golf community, and I want to be part of that change, and I want to be that example how change is going to happen and how change, you know, being transparent is probably one of the words that, you know, and I love that Maya uses it all the time because with FOREBROS, you guys are pretty transparent on y'all's payouts.
Oh, yeah.
And again, I'm going to use that word because I like being transparent. I'm in the position where I can be transparent and I can point out, hey, I'm on this and I'm part of you guys. I'm a golfer, bro. I'm out there hitting the links. I'm playing on every golf course that you guys are playing. And, you know what? And I could say, you know, the reviews the same way y'all have reviews. But now I'm on this end where I'm getting hit like, okay, here comes my reviews because now it's my golf course. And now I'm responsible and now I'm accountable, which I like.
Yeah, man. Hey, and speaking about transparency, man, these guys are already coming out hard. Look at this, man. Jeremiah Sierra, Brucey needs to play more golf. I mean, man, Rob, well, you're a married man, so you know how. I mean, maybe it's not the same, man. But when we did our Houston trip, I had to give up a lot for that. The guys don't understand. But yeah, man, I need to get out there. I know we got one coming up tomorrow. I'll be going out of town for that one, man. So. How are you preparing for that one, man? How are you preparing for?
The funny thing is how I prepare for a tournament, or how do I prepare for the FOREBROS?
Let's do both. Let's do a comparison.
FOREBROS. I got to go buy Michelob Ultra. That's the first thing I have to do. Is I have to stock heavily on just Ultra because I already know that you guys are going to hit me out at that. And again, getting prepared for the FOREBROS versus any other tournament, it's all about fun. And I like that you guys are out there having fun and joking around and kidding with each other, and it makes it fun for me. And again, because I'm always, you know, most of our tournaments out at Lackland are either military affiliate or military or active duty, so it's kind of you know. But to have FOREBROS and other guys out there to make it remind me that golf is still fun, I love it when y'all guys come out there.
So what's the difference between, like you said, ours and just like a regular one? How do you not? I mean, how do you prepare differently just for a regular outing? What's so different about it?
So a regular on it's so easy because at the end of the day, I got the biggest critiquers out there. You know, the guys that are
Mm-hmm.
gonna slam me on social media, and that's a lot because and I want it. I want the good comments and I want the bad comments. The bad comments I'm gonna thrive on because that's how I'm gonna lead to
Right.
success. And when I say success, is what areas can I correct that other golfers see that I don't see. And of course, when you get a group of good players like that are within Four Bros, y'all play everywhere and y'all see all the golf courses and you see all the different conditions and you see customer service. So when I prepare for something like Four Bros, I'm looking to say, okay, I'm going to get hit hard in so many different directions. So am I prepared for that? Are my greens cut? Are my greens rolled? And of course, when Four Bros comes out, I put the flags in bad positions on purpose, because you're not going to
Dude,
come too
yeah,
far
dude, you
under par at
do.
my facility. I'm going to make it a little bit difficult for you guys. And again, I prep my guys in the pro shop, and and then I'll give you a story a little before, not to get off track, but
No, go ahead, man.
coming to Lackland, having instilled into the guys there at Lackland, the pro shop guys that were there prior to me, they were really intimidated when I came there. Like, well, I don't really know if I want to work here. I don't really if I want to know to work for you because they didn't know me as a person. And
Wow.
once I started telling them, hey, look, I'm all about customer service. I'm all about the guest golf experience. I want that person
Right.
to have the best round, but it starts here in the pro shop. The
Right.
way you greet them, the way you address them, the way you treat them just like you want to be treated anywhere else. And I think that's one of the things that I got the crew right now that they were in place already, but now they're accountable and they're responsible and they feel that they're part of the team and they are part of the success of my team. And again, when I prepare for tournaments like Four Bros, Mark, Mark Waltz, our superintendent, the dude is a stud. First of all, the dude is a rock star. Him and his
Right.
crew, he doesn't have a. Let me ask you a question, Chrissy. How
Go ahead.
many? How big of a staff do you think a grounds crew is needed for a golf course?
Oof, man. To be honest with you, like you're stunning me there, but I would say 10, 15. I
Okay,
don't know.
most golf courses have anywhere from 15 to 20, and
Okay.
25 would be ideal because you're covering so much acreage. Whether
Ground. Right.
you're mowing fairways, collars, greens, bunkers, just everything in general when it comes into place.
Okay.
The reason why I'm so proud of Mark and his staff is I'll ask you, what kind of shape would you say that Lackland is compared to other golf courses? And I'm going to
Oh
give you.
man. Yeah, dude. Latin right now is top tier. I mean, remember we go back to social media, like you're talking about social media. Um, Man, everybody's talking about. I say 9 out of 10, like
Okay,
at least somewhere within that range.
so my superintendent, and when I say your superintendent, because he also works for you, my superintendent, your superintendent is in the customer service business, and
Oh
his
yeah.
crew is 5.
Wow. Dang.
We have 5. And for what that 5 does to that facility, that golf course is amazing for the upkeep it takes on that many acres. To when I wake up in the morning, I thank God that I have Mark on my side. That dude, the superintendent,
Yeah.
your superintendent, that dude's a rock star. And I'll give you a funny analogy of Mark, right? So
Okay.
every morning I get up and I get there at 4:30 in the morning. I get to the course. I jump in my cart. They have a cart ready for me, and my cart staff is awesome. My cart staff is ridiculous awesome. They have a cart parked right there because I park in the same spot. They have a
Mm-hmm.
golf cart ready for me. I jump on the golf cart and
Dang.
I go look at the golf course. I start hole number 1, hole number 2, and I go through every one. I look at my bunkers. I look at my fairways. I look at my collar. And I'm making notes to myself. And then by the time I get to Mark, the superintendent, your superintendent, it's like he already knows what I'm going to ask. And I'm like, so what about, oh, I know about that spot. I said, what? And then I'm like, do I need 10 foil on my hat? Is this dude,
Yeah.
Siri? Are you telling him like everything that I try to address
Wow,
with him?
that's crazy.
Yeah, and he's so in tune. I think he got to know me as a person, in such shorter time, and he knows
Right.
what I'm looking for. And the guy just, it's one of those things that I say we can either have quality or quantity.
Quantity. Yeah.
And
And,
so
and
he's
I'm a big
producing,
believer in that. Yeah.
yeah,
Big believer
he's
in that.
producing quality for me with 5 on his
Wow.
staff. And again, he's one of those guys that's my superintendent is very hands-on. he's mowing my greens, he's mowing my fairways, he's mowing my collar, he's in the bunkers. The dude is always doing something on the course himself. He's not one of those superintendents that's sitting behind a desk telling everybody what to do. He's on the front line with his guys. And the funny thing is when I asked him, I said, Mark, can I borrow a weed eater? Can I borrow a clipper? Can I borrow a mower? And he says, no. And I said, why no? He goes, because I don't need you to help me. We got it. You know? And again,
you stick to the front, stick to the, because that's what you're good at, Rob. Everybody that I've talked to and everybody that I've mentioned your name about, the first thing they said is like, dude, this guy is like always happy, go lucky. Like, because I've always been taught, like, man, make everybody feel special. Everybody wants to feel special. You don't know what anybody's going through. Like, you don't know anybody walking through your doors, what they're going through. And so when they walk in and the first thing you do is greet them. Hey, how you doing? Hey, welcome. Hey, hope you have a good day. How you said transparency, being transparent with them. Man, like to them, it's like it's everything for them. It can make their golf game better because just walking in, you really feel like $1 million. You know what I mean?
And that's funny you say that because I have an open door policy. I've never had my office door. I will never work behind a closed door. I want that door to be open at all times. So I don't care whether the good comments are coming or the bad comments coming. I'm there. I got my bulletproof vest. Come on, fire at me because I got the answers. I got the response.
Right.
And the funny thing is when being transparent and having an open door policy, I'll give you a good example. Today I was in the back end, doing some stuff with the money and financials, and my office is open, and I hear somebody, hey, is Robert here? I'm like, no, and somebody walks in my office, and I'm like, who walked in my office, right? And guess who it is? My wallet's there, my phone's there, and then Maya comes out and said, oh, Maya, what are you doing? He goes, bro, I knew you were here. I saw your phone, I saw your wallet, and it's one of those things that I don't care if, people say you leave your wallet, you leave your phone around. Look, bro, if you need it that bad, take it.
Yep.
I've been provided and I've been blessed all my life. If you need it, take it. I don't care. I'll buy me a new phone, and money's gonna come and go, brother. I don't ever, I'm not that type to chase money. I chase happiness, brother. And I love making people happy. I love me. That's what makes me happy. Somebody smiling, like you said. I don't know what kind of day that person's having. And I know for a fact some people come to the golf, especially military and retires, come to the golf course to decompress, to get away from the hustle and bustle and everything that they're struggling with mentally. And I want my crew, me and everybody in my crew, staff, to give them that warm welcome. Hey, if you need anything, we're here for you guys. And, one of the things that I'm going to touch on is social media. So I've taken the social media, okay? Because, before Lackland was just a no, but nobody even knew Lackland Gateway.
I would never see any post about it, nothing about it, Yeah,
nobody, there was nothing about it, no attention on it. So when I took over the facility, one of the things I did is I took on social media, because social media could either make or break you. And by the way, it's not the masses also. You hit the masses by that. Yes. And by the way, I'm just going to plug it in. Somebody banned me from one of the sites, but I'm not going to tell you.
What?
I've never been banned from a site. I've never.
What site was it? If you don't mind me asking, what site was it?
Well, I think it's run by one of the guys from Alamo City Golf Drills. I'm not going to say it because then,
Okay. I get you.
So I'm going to tell you what. This is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. So they won't let me post. They block me from posting about Lackland. And I take that as a compliment, because if you're threatened by me by one course and all your courses, you think about the trails, how many courses they have. And you see me as a competitor, bravo to me, bravo to Mark, bravo to my crew, bravo to the pro shop, bravo to everybody that's on the team making a golf course a better place and a more enjoyable place for civilians to come at. So when I took on social media, one of the first things I did is, hey, Mr. Civilians, y'all guys can play at this facility. And I'm giving out my private email message, my private email address. I'm giving out my private phone number saying, reach out to me. Let me get you a gate pass. Let me get you on this facility. And some of my best customers right now are civilians that I met through Facebook and through, private messaging me. And again, it was one of those things where I reached out to Mike, and I was making a joke to Maya and Andy. I said, bro, I'm one of you guys. He goes, what do you mean? I got blocked.
Welcome to the club, right? Welcome to the club. Yep. If you're not being hated on, you're not doing something right? Like, isn't that the saying? But and I see where they kind of like, we're kind of good. He's not posting because it's not attracting more people, so we can kind of keep it limited. But at the end of the day, I mean, you do want to have more people out there, right? Because you want for everybody to get a taste of it. But at the end of the day, it's our little secret hideaway, like getaway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Brucey, guess how I got around that? So the 4th of July tournament, so FOREBROS is out
Yes.
at Gateway Hills.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I'm putting up the flags. Don't drop the American flags. Anyway,
Yes.
so
Remember that. Do not.
FOREBROS are out, tomorrow, and we're gonna do the 8 o'clock shotgun for you guys. Y'all have a pretty big group coming out, and so what I did is I reached out to the vendors, and I seen what vendor would give me something to give to FOREBROS, and of course TaylorMade steps up real quick, and TaylorMade says, "Hey, what do you want? You want a driver? Do you want a putter?" I said, "Just give me a putter," because I already, we did the smoke with Maya today. And who won it? Garay won it? Who won it?
Charlie won
Charlie
it.
Garay, yeah. He don't need it. Anyway.
That's what I said. I'm like, dude, that guy is
solid
the way he is, man.
Yeah. So anyway, so I reached out to TaylorMade. They gave me a putter, and I said, you know what? Since I can't post on that site, I'm not going to say the site, but you know what site I'm talking about. Since I can't post on that site.
Here you go. Charlie has something for you. It says, nothing is OB. Say it.
Nothing is OB, brother.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I got blocked from that site. I won't name the site. So I told myself, I'm going to give away a putter to the golfer of FOREBROS, of one of the members of FOREBROS that posts the best picture of Lackland Gateway Golf Course on that site.
Ooh, let's go. Poke the bear. Come on.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, and I'm going to let Mike Oshman be the judge of it because he's non-biased. The dude is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that dude. He doesn't care he's not on anybody's side. The dude is just as transparent.
Yeah. Hey, and speaking of bias, Robert, just don't be biased, okay? I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, I didn't want to ruin our show, man, but
that's the McCullum Cowboys, right?
Hey, dude. So speaking of golf, man, and speaking of Gateway, how do you feel San Antonio's golf's going right now? I mean, what's your take on San Antonio golf right now, man?
So golf is so saturated right now. There's so many golfers out there. Everybody thought it was going to die down because of the COVID golf boom. But it's people got so hooked on it that they're getting their friends hooked. And that's one of the things that with me, I'm all about programs. I'm all about special. So anytime that we can come up with a program like Dave Roberts, and I Dave Roberts, of course.
Yeah. Good guy, man. Really good guy.
He works for every golf course, every military institution. He is Air Force Golf. He is the face of all golf courses around the world. So he takes trips all around, and he comes up with cool programs for military golf courses to do. And a lot of golf courses don't want to get involved. It's like, I got this going on now. I love programs. And programs means if I can get you involved, you'll get somebody else involved, and it'll just trickle along the line, whether it's a husband getting involved, getting the wife involved, getting the kids involved, getting the cousin involved, anywhere along the line. Growing the golf community is super big. Junior golf, I'm big on junior golf. I love junior golfers. And most people don't know this about Lackland. This is the next generation. They are the future golf. Most people don't know this about Lackland Gateway Hills, and I'll tell you this right now. Juniors get to play for free.
Yeah, I got my nephew coming up, and I already messaged you about that. And I was trying to wondering, like, how do I hop them on? You said, hey, just bring them on.
Just bring them out. It's that simple.
Yeah.
With every paid adult, you got juniors with you, they are going to be playing golf. I want that junior. I want the 2 juniors. I want 3 juniors, 4. I don't care how you bring me a busload of juniors. They're going to be playing golf, and I have sets of golf clubs for them. Again, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Ray Garza, because Ray Garza is super big on that. People say, why would you give a shout out? Do I feel he's a competitor? No, he's in the same mind frame I am, and it's growing the game of golf and reaching out to those juniors. When I was at Fort Sam, I gave him a bunch of brand new clubs that I had in Boston. I said, look, dude, we're not using them right now. Take them. You go utilize them. And I'm glad that he put them to some use, there, what he's doing at Mission. And I have more.
Man. He's doing big things down there, man.
And it's good because he's reaching the youth and he's reaching the minorities.
Exactly.
And the minorities need to get more involved in golf again, because there's a future. You can get a golf scholarship, bro. Yeah,
but there's always like again, and we talked about this like when we were younger. Everybody thought like golf was for rich people, and that's what I thought. I thought the only sports I could play was baseball and potentially football. Like those were my only 2 sports. I never knew anything about golf until I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, golf is pretty expensive, right? But again, it's for everybody. It's gotten so diverse that anybody can play the game. You know what I mean? And anybody's welcome to play the game. That's just what I like about it, man.
So think about that, Brucey. So let's talk about pricing. So we as JBSA, we came up with a formula that's just a set price for everybody. You got a $39, which is your green fee, your cart fee. You can't beat it whether you play at Randolph, Fort Sam, or Lackland. You're going to pay $39. And of course, if civilian is going to pay a little bit more money, and it's a $45, but you can't beat it. It's never going to vary. It's never going to be a weekend rate. You're always going to get the same rate. And when you say about being affordable, and everybody says golf is out of my reach. So I run specials for that reason. You know, like on Fridays, I have Jersey Friday. Wear your favorite team jersey and pay $25. That's 7 o'clock in the morning all day long. You cannot beat that deal. You know, and I tell people, don't wear your Cowboys jersey, brother. Don't.
You're killing me, Rob. I can't wait for the season. I swear.
At the end of the day, I run specials, and like through the afternoon, you know, I think one of the things that I triggered that one site that blocked me is I did a special, you know, and for the temperature. The temperature's 100.
Yes,
100
I was going to tell you
degrees.
that right now. Yeah.
4 players get to play for 100. That's $25 a piece. You cannot beat that. If it's 98 degrees, whatever the temperature was at that day, you could get that special for 4 players. And I think that's what triggered them, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to make golf reachable to those people like, you know, like yourself and people like myself that thought, I can't afford golf. You know, golf is out of my league. And even with some of the stuff I have in the pro shop, and I'm going to tell you the guys this right now. I have brand new TaylorMade Stealth drivers under $80.
Come on.
I've got 3 woods for $150. So I'm trying to make it to where that vendor has allowed me to reduce some prices to get those clubs in the hands of people thought,
man.
I can't afford them. You know,
I'm a TaylorMade guy.
Okay, so think about this. Most golf courses that are going to get that deal are going to up the price and make this huge profit margin.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to make a huge profit margin. I want to get that club in a hand that somebody deserves, that said, dude, I can't pay $3.99. I can't pay $4.99. Here's your opportunity right now where I have some drivers. You know, FOREBROS will see the 2 big bags right there when you walk in the pro shop of nothing but clubs, brand new clubs in the bag that I just selling below cost that anybody else is going to get. And I would hope that they get in the hands of the people that really can't afford golf clubs, but that deserve a good golf club, you know. And there's
speaking of marketing, I mean, what you're doing right now, I mean, look at, we got my boy out in Alice, Corpus Christi. I need a new driver. So he's already ringing me over here, telling me, hey man, how do I get over there? Hey, can you go, if I cash app you, can you go get it for me and bring it down with you? I mean, you're just, I mean, and we talked about this earlier about marketing, man, is that you gotta adjust with times. I mean, that's what we talked about earlier. Is like adjusting with times is like, again, going back to social media, is that's what hits the masses. And that's why, like, whenever like I made that video with you on TikTok, I mean, dude, that TikTok had a lot of views on it. And because all I did was do some hashtags. I tagged at FOREBROS, I tagged at Gateway, I tagged at Nothing is OB, and man, the views were just going up, man. But like I said, man, like that's and then what you're doing, like your marketing skills out, man, through the roof, man, through the roof.
So think about it, Brucey. So I'm gonna give you an example. And okay, let's just say I just aerated my greens 2 weeks ago, and Mark, my superintendent, those things just healed so quick. But I, you know, going historically being in the golf business, you aerate, you punch your greens, it's effective for a week to 2 weeks, right? So I'm panicking. I said, okay, one of the things as a golfer that I dislike, I'm not going to say I hate, but I dislike, that I show up to a golf course to play golf and they say, hey, by the way, my greens are punched. Bro, why didn't you tell me that when I booked it? Because I wouldn't be out here. You waited till I got in the pro shop to tell me that your greens are punched. And you already know I'm going to just be in a bad mood, and because I don't want to play on punch greens. But me being transparent, I got on social media real quick and I said, look, by the way, we're getting ready to, this is a week ahead before I punch my green, to let you know on so-and-so date, Monday and Tuesday, I'll be punching my greens. But on the same token, I adjusted my green fees. I'm not going to charge you my full rack rate. I'm going to give you a reduced rate to let you know, hey, I appreciate your business. I appreciate your loyalty. And just bear with me through my aeration process, my punch greens process, and stick with me. And this is what I'm going to do. So I reduced the rate in half to let people know.
Hey, that's transparency. That's full transparency. That's what people want. They want for you to walk in and say, hey guys, it's like you said, I mean, because everybody, I mean, we had talked about that previously in a show, that when you walk in, they don't tell you nothing. You get on and all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, we just aerated, and you're like, bro, what? Like, you couldn't tell me this and you're making me pay $80? Like, wow.
So I did a
Yeah.
script with my guys. So let me first of all, Carlos Moreno, which is one of my teaching pros, the PGA teaching pro, super good guy. And Ethan Letterman, he's a super good kid. Both guys, you know, prior
Mhm.
they had been there for a while. And one of the things I went over is I said, look, customer service, and through the process, when you answer the phone, I want those people to greet it just like you. They're your brother or they're your sister and welcome at home. But let them know whatever's going on in the course, you tell them over the phone. By the way, you're getting ready to book. We aerate it. We punch our greens.
Yep.
Be very transparent and be very honest, because what you're doing is you're earning their trust.
Yep. And see, and your boy Mike right here is put. I love that Robert listens to his patrons. When you bring up concerns, you can see the changes with them. To me, that's what a great leader in the industry does. I mean, come on, man. Like that.
Yeah.
If that doesn't say enough, man.
Let me tell you
Unless
the
you just
story
want some
about.
freebies. I don't know.
So no, let me tell you a story about Mike. So Mike played this past weekend, right? And of course, you know, having a small crew of 5 guys, they missed my bunkers. Okay, I'll be honest, they missed my. And it was something that I missed in my drive. And every morning that I drive the course, I miss, and I just got a little bit complacent, thinking, okay, it got done. So Mike played Saturday, and the first thing he says to me, Robert, hole number 8 bunker. And I'm like, Mike, okay.
Wow.
Okay, and I like it. That's what I'm telling. I'm looking for criticism. I'm looking for the things where
Right.
I can improve on. And I
Improve
sat
on,
there
yeah.
and I listened to him, and I said, you know what? Maybe I don't know if he's joking with me or not. I got in the golf cart, I looked at it, and went to that hole. I'm like, God damn it, they missed this hole. You know what I mean? And he was being honest with
Wow.
me. So the
Yep.
very next day, before I get out to Mark, you know, to the superintendent's office, they're in the bunkers. I'm like, this dude read my mind. This bro is just like, he already knew
Dang.
that I was going to his office and I was going to talk to him about the bunkers. And by the time I get there, I look on the course and his guys are in the bunker doing the bunkers. I'm like, okay, well.
Hey Rob, let me show Brad some love right now, and let me do our premier sponsors ad right here. Come on.
Special thanks to our gold sponsor and FOREBROS Tour Board member, Brad Ishins with Metal Stacks. Metal Stacks is a precious metals collectors club and has the lowest pricing for gold and silver coins, rounds, bars online. They offer 3 different options. 1, you can purchase silver and gold at retail. 2, you can join the club and purchase precious metals at either wholesale or at cost. Or 3, you can join Brad's team, where you can earn free silver, unlimited retail commissions, and bonuses up to $16,000 per week. Woo! That's some good coin, literally. If I could trust Brad, you should too. All you got to do is text Nothing is OB to Brad at 210-274-5894 to learn more. Also, you can hit him up on his Facebook page at MSBrad. Also, please visit his website at msbrad.com. That is Brad Ishins, gold sponsor of Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast. Thank you, Brad, for your sponsorship.
That's our boy Brad, bro. This guy. Have you seen Brad golf? Man,
Brad,
this guy is
this
just
dude plays the most boring game of golf.
right.
Fairway,
Fairway.
green, fairway, green, 2-putt, par. I mean, the dude is just a stud when it comes to golf. The guy knows his greens too. I don't know if you know this or not, but he used to be in the golf business. The dude knows his stuff just as well. Brad's good people.
Yep.
Solid.
Hey man,
Absolutely.
so let me ask you another question, Rob. So again, with all the military courses going on, is there like a friendly competition that y'all have, man? Like y'all kind of like y'all have a little group chat that says, "Hey, how's everything going over there? Hey, we're doing this," or is it just like, "Hey, you do you, we don't bother you, we just," or come on, like let me know. I want to, because I'm a competitor, and if I was in a little association, a little group, I throw some little chatter here and there, or all that good thing.
So I would say let's look at analytics. Okay, and when I say
Okay,
analytics, let's
the
look
numbers
at
don't lie.
numbers don't lie. Okay, and then
Yeah.
you would have to look at my sister course, Randolph. Okay, so
Okay.
they're pretty much centralized where they got that north side business. Just it's gonna come to them. I mean, they don't even have to work for it. I mean, because Kenny, again, he's a stud. The general manager there, he's not just the general manager. He also the superintendent. He's out there mowing and doing everything to that course. So he takes it very, very personal. And again, it's a good facility, a really good facility. Then you got Fort Sam, which is centralized. It's right in the middle of the city. So you really don't have to go anywhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you got me way in the South Side. You know, I got to, bro, I'm way
Yeah.
here in the deep South. You know what I mean? And my only competitor is Golf Club of Texas. I don't have anybody around me. So, you
Yeah.
know, the way JBSA is formed in the FSS, the 502nd, is, you know, one team, one fight, you know, because we are brothers and sisters. As far as being competitive, I wouldn't say competitive. I would like to say that I like to have my condition and my course in top-notch condition. And if that's being competitive, I'm just looking for the best quality that I can present to the customers and the golfers that come out there, because I want you to have that golf guest experience. And, you know, if there's something that I'm missing, come talk to me. And I make myself very available. I mean, and I would hope to think that I'm very approachable, that anybody that wants to come and talk to me, come and talk to me. Tell me what I can improve on, what me as the general manager, what areas I can improve on, what areas can my cart staff improve on, what areas can my golf course improve on. You know, I don't think it's being competitive. I just think I'm looking for a quality product to give you guys.
Right. Yeah, and you had told me that. I'm going back to your earlier talk about your crew. We talked about the big term was quality over quantity. Ooh, did I just lose you, Rob? I think Rob's having technical difficulties. I think he's got that cricket wireless over there. See if I can get him back. So here, while we wait on Rob to see if he can come back, let me do one of our other promos right here. And this is the best one of all, guys. Come on.
Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast is presented by FOREBROS Tour. Never golf alone again. If you don't have a home, FOREBROS Tour has a home for you. We've got all different types of games at our outings. We have net, gross, king of the par threes. Never golf alone again. And also, FOREBROS Tour does not take any admin fees or take any of your money. Every dollar you put in, you get a chance to win. That's FOREBROS Tour. Check us out on Facebook, on UG, at Unknown Golf, FOREBROS Tour. Never golf alone again.
So we were having technical difficulties. Robert has lost his service. So, it looks like he may be back right now. Let's see if his wireless is going to hold up here on this next go around. It's getting pretty interesting, guys. Let's see. I'll give him a couple of more seconds. I got my phone going off over here, guys. So how's everything going, guys? How's my update? I want to make sure everybody gives Andy a good report of how I'm doing. Somebody send him a comment, let him know, hey man, that hey, I think I can do this alone. I think I can keep this show going. Well, he's gone. Maybe he can take more vacations. Maybe I'll talk to his wife, let him know, hey man, don't worry about letting Andy go on vacation. Brucey's got it. Come on. So the next thing I want to talk about, man, is this who watched the Rocket Mortgage? I don't know if y'all were watching the Rocket Mortgage this past weekend. I know I was watching it after all these tournaments that are going on. It's kind of hard not to watch, man. Like the Bhatia had it, and then at the end, I think he busted a Rory where pressure breaks pipes, right? Pressure busts pipes. What do y'all think, guys? There he is.
I wouldn't wait. What happened to me?
Woo,
Yeah, I'm on,
Rob,
brother.
you had me sweating there. I was sweating bullets. I was like, Rob was my guy.
Yeah, I think Andy did this. I think Andy's testing you, Brucey.
Sabotaged to see how
Don't let him think.
Yeah.
Don't let him. Yeah, I saw like he's starting to sweat. And he goes, I'm gonna let him back in.
Woo. Yeah.
That's okay, brother. We got this, brother.
My guts are sweating over here. And I was just like, what do I say? How do I keep this going?
You wing it, brother. We wing it.
But the best one of all, it was this one right here. Is my boy Jordan goes, downtown thirsty, Brucey. I was dehydrated right there, man. I was what do I say?
Yeah, he's good people. I like Jordan. He's good people, solid people. Most of the guys on FOREBROS are solid, dude. All those guys are solid. But again, so don't let me forget. I'm gonna do this
No,
again.
go ahead. Go ahead.
For those of you that are playing the Four Bros tomorrow, the 4th of July bash, I'm giving
Ooh.
away a free tailor-made spider putter to the best picture on that site that banned me, and Mike will be the judge.
Let's go,
I want,
guys. Hey, free
I
putter?
want
Come on.
a free tailor-made, putter. You can't beat a spider of all that, And again, it's that message to say, so if I can't post, I'll get Four Bros to post for me.
There you go. Right? I mean, like I said, everybody hates on us, and that's what we were talking about last week. We were talking about Four Bros versus the world, man. Like everybody's out, but it's because we're doing something good, man. What we got going on right now, I mean, the camaraderie we got, the brotherhood we got, just like the competition we got. I mean, our group's just flying high right now.
Well, I mean, what I like about Four Bros, and again, that the transparency, like, hey, dude, we
Right?
keep
Yeah.
nothing for ourselves. Everything that
Nothing.
we put in, everything that you pay in, we pay out, and we'll show it to you on black and white. And that's one of the things. And I got to give a shout out to Maya, because if you being on the tournament director, doing it at the golf course, putting together a tournament, I know the headache that it comes with, because some people pay, some people don't want to pay, some people, and him having to put up with all of you guys,
Right.
bro,
Man.
that's a
And he
hard
talks about
job.
like, yeah, he talks about, man, like guys complain about everything, man. And I'm one of them. Like, as soon as he puts on the handicaps, I'm already texting him, hey, bro, I don't know, man. And he's like, Brucey, numbers don't lie, bro. He's like, if you golf more, your numbers would readjust. And I'm like, oh, I hate this, man. He's always mad at me. He's like, and his number one response is play more golf.
Well, yeah, and again, you got to give him a lot of credit. Maya's doing, Jeremiah, that dude is doing what he has to do to keep y'all guys together. Y'all,
Yeah.
Sergio, he's wearing a different coat now. America did everything for that Mexican to bring him over here and to give him a better life, and he goes back to
he
Mexico.
goes back, right?
He
Yeah,
goes-
man.
yeah, but anyway, Maya stepped up, and him and Andy took over, and they ran with it, and Maya's doing amazing things with Four Bros. I mean, look at all the members y'all guys are adding in
Bro.
daily.
Dude, and
And
there's
again,
always new members. Like there's always new people golfing every time. I mean, when I do go, right? When I do go, there's always like new people and like the first thing they do, and like I forget that because I like because of this show, sometimes like I've never not known people. Like anybody who comes up to me, I usually know who they are. Now it's like people are coming up to me, hey, what's up, Brucey? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I've never met you before, right? But it's good though because they come up and they're like, hey, bro, like they're like, I'm like kind of like how you are, Rob. Like I want to treat everybody the same. I want to treat everybody like, hey man, I want to make them feel special. And then so Jeremiah sometimes, or some of the guys would be like, hey bro, play with these guys, man. Like show them who Four Bros is, man. Or hey dude, like talk to them and do this and show them like a good experience so they can come back again. And I love that, bro. Like it's like kind of like not the I'm not gonna say the word the face, right? But I want to use something to where like, hey man, you want good vibes. You want people to talk and entertain, and you want them to come back, man. You know what I mean? But hey, so speaking of groups, speaking of Four Bros, man, what's your take and what do you see that compares Four Bros to other groups here in San Antonio? I mean, it's
first
the
of all,
Baga groups or Ritzo groups.
first of all, just the transparency. Okay, so most groups will take an admin fee. I mean, and just because I get that the guy's putting together the tournaments and the guy's doing everything in the back end and he feels that he should get paid, that alone says a lot about character and integrity and honesty. And again, it goes a long way. And when I say this, I hadn't been approached the way I got approached, because Sergio was a really good guy when he was running Four Bros. He had it running pretty smoothly, and then it started growing and growing and growing. And of course, Maya, when I left Fort Sam, he comes to me and says, "Hey, can I have, you know, events out there at Lackland?" I said, "Of course." And then he starts sticking up for you guys, and he's not just sticking up for himself. He's out there trying to sell me on Four Bros. And one of the things that me and Maya worked out, he said, "Well, can I call this home?" I said, "Of course, you can call this your home course. I would love this.
Yep.
I would love, Lackland Gateway to be the home course of Four Bros." So I said, "I tell you what, Maya, and the guys that are new to Four Bros that y'all haven't heard this yet, that Four Bros has a special deal with Lackland Gateway. Y'all guys get to come out for $25, no matter what time of a day is, as long as you're a member of Four Bros, and I can look at the list and I can look at your handicap. And I said, okay, he's a verified member of FOREBROS. Y'all guys can come out there for $25 at your green fee, your card fee, and a range
Yeah.
token. You cannot beat that deal. And that's the deal that
Can't.
that's the deal that me and Maya sat together and we thought it through. How can I take care of FOREBROS? How can I say, hey, I appreciate y'all's loyalty. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to serve you. I appreciate you giving my superintendent to give you the product y'all deserve to make y'all want to come out and hold events there.
Right. Dude, that is awesome, dude. Like, dude, and you're right, dude. Like, you can't beat that, especially here in San Antonio. You cannot beat like the quality of the course, the quality of the customer service, the vibes that you get out there. And man, it's like, dude, there's like that's like all in product. You know what I mean? Like if that doesn't sell itself, I don't know what will. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's crazy.
I'm hoping for a long-lasting relationship with FOREBROS. And again, what sets out FOREBROS, I mean, in most groups that you can see a lot of groups, you know. And don't get me wrong, I have another group that comes out there that's pretty good. But there's nothing to be invited into that group. It's like a little tight niche group, and they have a big organization, a good association. But again, you're looking for growth, and what sets FOREBROS apart is they're looking for growth. You know, and pretty soon y'all guys are going to get so big, you're going to have to create a South Side chapter, North Side chapter, West Side chapter, East Side chapter, and put them together. But the cool thing right now that I want to be part of, and I don't know if I can be part of it. I don't know there's going to be some sort of issue, but I still want to be part of the FOREBROS Ryder Cup format.
Dude, dude, you are committed 100%.
Yeah. So
always.
you know, I know y'all guys are reaching out to other groups out there and other associations. Say, hey, let's do Ryder Cup.
Yeah,
it's gonna be kind of hard to beat FOREBROS because it's pretty stacked. I mean, you know, you got the A, B, C. I mean, y'all go deep. Dude. You even got the G flight where Andy fits in. You know, so it's like,
hey, dude, but Andy's game's been good. He's gonna be my upcoming partner, man. He's gonna, and this is my thing with Andy, bro. Like, Andy's the type of guy. Like, you ever had like, okay, I don't have any older brothers, right? But like, you know, like the little brother always wants to impress the older brother, always wants to beat the older brother. Like, he wants to prove to him that, hey, man, like, I'm just as good or just as strong. Andy's that guy for me, right? Like, I want to beat this guy, right? But now that but every time I'm around him and I play with him, like, I want to show to him that, hey, dude, I could drive just as far as you, or hey, you know what? I can hit my wedges just as good as you. And because I do that, Rob, I end up choking myself. You know what I mean? And he says,
Brucey, you're taller than him anyway. You're taller than him. You got him beat, bro. You got him beat, bro. You got him beat.
He don't want to believe it. He don't want to believe it. He says, Brucey, you're not taller than me. And I'm
he
like,
puts on those Skechers that have that foam. That's a 1-inch foam, of course.
Right. But he's my partner on this pins and fins, and I'm gonna have to learn to control myself and say, like, hey, you're not facing Andy. You're facing the field, and hey, like, you're out there to have a good time. But like, again, my competitive mindset is like, I want to win. Like, I want to compete with these guys. And I know that I have it, Rob. I know that I have it. It's just like, again, Andy has this inner, like, I don't know what he does to me, man, to where like, I want to prove, and I end up killing myself. So I'm gonna have to tell him, hey, man, let's just let bygones be bygones. Today, you're not the guy that I want to beat. Today, you're my partner. So you got to, because he's always hard on me. That's the thing. He's got that love-hate relationship where like he can never give me like a, hey, dude, good shot, bro. Hey, bro, awesome drive, bro. Or hey, dude, good putt, bro. It's always like, dang, hey, your purse, or hey, bro, short just like you. And I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. I'm supposed to be your co-host, bro. Show me some love over here, dude.
Maya's typing right now, texting, play more golf, Brucey, play more golf.
Yes, he is. I bet he is. I mean, dude, look at, here you go, dude. Here you go. This is what he said. There are only two types of people in golf industry, givers or takers. Robert is a giver and a grower of the game. Dude, Rob, every comment that I've seen on here is nothing but positive vibes your way. I mean, just love your way, man. That shows a lot. You know what I mean?
Brucey, I'm a golfer, and I'll give you a good idea. So I look at it like if a guy came to me one day and says, hey, Rob, you know, I want to play golf, but I don't have money. I mean, can you take care of me? Of course, brother, because we were all in that position that we just want to get to the golf course to decompress, to get away from whatever. If I'm having family problems, work problems, whatever, work related, and you don't have money, come to me, brother. And if I have to get you on the course at one time, go play on me, brother. Do what you have to do. Get happy again. If I can make that small little tidbit of happy for that person that day, and maybe that's all he really needs to have that little bump to go forward, and again, golf is everything to me, and it's a way for you guys to decompress, and y'all guys to
Yeah,
have some fun and enjoy and do what Four Bros does and joke around with each other. I mean, I love to
dude.
stay around
Yeah,
afterwards just to hear everybody. You did this, you did that, and it's funny because at the end of the day, y'all guys are all still brothers. You know what I mean? It's
it
one
is,
big
dude.
happy
It's dude.
family.
You don't understand these guys, dude. These guys are tough on each other, man. Really tough. Like I've seen people, some of these guys, like be like cut down each other, tear down each other. But then at the end of the day, they're like, "I love you, bro. No, I love you, bro. You're my brother." And I'm just like, bro, if this isn't family, I don't know what is, dude. Like I think I do that with my family. I hate them one weekend and then I'm with them on the next weekend. It's crazy.
I love it, Brucey. You're doing a good job, brother. I
Yeah,
think the
I'm
show's
trying, bro.
no. I think the show's going to go a whole lot further. You're going to get more followers if you keep Andy off it and you see you on here. You're going to
There
see
you
that it's
go.
just going to increase, and once Andy gets back on, it's going to decrease. So we have to find a way to keep Andy off. And again, I don't know if he's sitting on books or what he's doing to raise himself up. On that chair. If he has like a little crates that the dude's so
Mhm.
small, and it feels so bad. I don't know if he's like part of that midget, the Bridget midget group.
Yeah. Dude, but I'm not gonna lie, Rob. Like that time that you lost connection, like I was a little bit like, you don't, man. I swear, my anxiety level was just through the roof, man.
No,
But hey,
you
what?
got it, Brucey.
But hey, we have a good question, Jordan. I think this is a good one for you, man. It says, how does the military command or squadron that course is a part or play into management of the course? Are they involved with you or pretty much leave you alone? I think that's a pretty decent question, right?
So here's the thing. Everybody always says, well, you'll hear golf courses say, oh, they're in good shape because the general plays golf, or they're in good shape because the colonel plays golf and stuff like that. It's the only way I can put it, being in the military's perspective, is at Lackland Gateway, I have my little portfolio that I put together,
Okay.
and I'm going to command, and I'm going to the generals, and I'm going to leadership, and it says, here's what I'm doing, and here's what I'm capable of doing, and here's what I'm producing, and here's what I'm about to ask you for money, and a little help with money. And I don't really ask a lot, from command or the installation themselves, because I would like to feel that I'm self-sufficient. I want to be able to be profitable by what I bring in the doors. Do I need help from time to time? Not really, because at the end of the day, I can manage our financials pretty well where we can become self-sufficient, or I can be that greedy golf course that just wants money, 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 and
Right.
we're paying people money, 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 and nothing's going back into the golf course. I'm that general manager that feels that whatever I make, whatever I profit I make, I'm putting it back into the facility to give a good quality golf course to you guys, to all golfers, any visitors, whether it's my active duty airmen, whether it's my active duty soldiers, whether it's my retirees, whether it's my veterans, whether it's my DOD, DOJ, or whether it's the civilian guests. I want to be able to provide a good atmosphere, a good golf course, but I want to be able to be self-sufficient. Don't get me wrong, there's some golf courses that are going to go out there and ask for additional money and help and stuff like that. But I would like to say that I'm self-sufficient right now, that I don't want help, but if they give me some help, they give me some money, I'll take
Yeah,
it,
might as well take it. Yeah.
and I'll utilize it. But again, the easiest way I can tell you that, and I'm going to answer Jordan this way: a golf course is a reflection of the general manager. And I'll say it
Yeah.
again: a golf course is a reflection of the general manager. I'm very proactive. I'm not reactive. I'm very proactive. I'm very hands-on. If I see something wrong with the facility, I'm going to be the first one on saying, how can I identify it with the least amount of financial exposure? And again, you could either be proactive, reactive. We can be that. I could be that general manager that keeps on doing the same thing and expect different
Mhm.
results, or I can think
Insanity, right?
outside. Yeah,
Definition of
insanity.
insanity.
Oh,
Yeah.
or I can think outside the box and do something different to get different results. And I'm a firm believer on trying to make my facility your facility, because I am just the general manager. I'm the steward of the facility for you guys, for the golfers, to say, hey, I'm going to become self-sufficient, and I'm going to run this golf course accordingly. And I'm going to run it as most efficient I can, but with the quality of golf for you guys.
That's awesome, man. Dude, that's all. See, that the word transparency keeps on coming up, man. If you're not transparent, people can see right through that. And when you're being transparent, people love you even more because you're being as honest as you can, as heartfelt as you can, and people just love that. They just want honesty, and for you to just. And then what? Another thing that I've noticed that you've done is that going back for the course that you're in, is that you treat the general just as good as you treat anybody that's just as a new recruit coming in. You know what I mean?
So
There's no difference. You can't even tell who the general or who the new recruit coming in is.
Brucey, that's funny. But Brucey, that's funny that you said so. We have what we call annual green fee holders, which are members. Okay, some guys came up to me and said, "Look, we spend X amount of money with you every year, and we deserve these tea times. You know, we spend $70,000-$80,000 a year. You just buy myself." I said, "Whoa, wait a minute. The guy that spends $1 with me has the same value of you spending that $80,000.
Oh,
He
man.
too is a golfer. Do not ever make me play favoritism nor nepotism, because that is not me. You're a golfer and he's a golfer. Just because he spends $1 doesn't mean it does not have that same value as your $80,000. So he's going to get treated, and you're going to get treated the same way. And I welcome everybody, but don't put me in that position to say, hey, timeout guy. We're not doing that. That guy, that airman, whether that civilian that comes in that can't afford the things you can afford, I value him as a customer the same way I value you. And I don't place value on a monetary gain or a financial gain. I put value on your character and your integrity and how you're approaching me. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to provide for you if you understand where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the golf guest experience for everybody.
And you can't expect anything less than that. I mean, that, and we've talked about that, about the customer service and as treating everybody. As all these golf courses, we always, as soon as we walk in, that's the first thing we look at is, are you going to treat us any differently because we're Southsiders instead of Northsiders, because we're Eastsiders instead of Westsiders, because we're Hispanics and we're not this, whatever the case is. And what you just said right now is everything that everybody looks for, is just, you're treating me no different, no less than you would treat the next guy coming in. And you can't expect anything less than that. You know what I mean?
No,
That's
because
that's just awesome.
right now we're in a new vibe of golf, and like I went to Dominion, I played Dominion, I played Fair Oaks, and I played Sonterra, and they have that dress code requirement, and that attire that you got to stick to. And again, I'm not about attire, because some people can't afford the good Nike shirt, the good Adidas shirt, the good shoes, the good pants. And I'm not going to judge that person. Come and play golf, brother. Come have fun. I'm not going to look at you any different than I will look at anybody else. And it's funny because it's one of the, I before I go to bed every night, I have the same prayer. And the prayer I say is, God, make us all colorblind for one day so we can see each other for who we are. We're humanity. So, I don't try to look at people and judge people, because shame on me if I did that, and shame at anybody that does that based on looks, because I look at people and I try to look at people for their character and their integrity and their honesty, and see how they are as a person, not what they look like. I could care less what they look like. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, a golfer's a golfer.
You're spot on today, man. That's why I was telling Andy, I was like, man, dude, Robert is perfect, bro. For me to do this by myself, or to not have Andy with me because I feed off of Andy, I was like, dude, I feed off of Robert. Like, I think Robert, like, is just has everything that I need to do this show by myself, man.
Don't ever feed off of Andy. Have you seen how many tacos that guy can eat? He's not growing this. He's not growing this way. He's growing that way, brother.
We used to do lunch like twice a week, and I had to lay low. I had to tell Andy, dude, I can't be doing lunch with you anymore, bro. Every time we go, like, you're talking about getting some big plates, bro. But he's good on his cost. Like, we'll go to places that are really cheap. But I'm like, bro, since I've been coming with you, I've gained some weight. And my wife's like, hey, like, you gotta start walking, man. Like, stop hanging out with Andy. I'm like, but Andy's good people. They no, not quit hanging out with them, but quit eating lunch with them. Like, dang, bro. Hey, but as we wrap things up, man, and I brought this up when you had lost connection, because dude, I've been watching a lot of PGA. Like, seriously, man, like, these past couple of tournaments, they've been getting pretty interesting, man. And like, I mean, maybe it's boring to other people, dude, but to me, dude, like, this past Rocket Mortgage, like, everybody thought that Bucky was gonna win, dude, because this guy was just bogey free basically, and then at the last, bro, like, he blows it. I don't know. Like, do you think that the pressure got to him? Do you think that he thought he had it in the bag? Like, what was your take on all that, man?
Emotion. Yeah, I watched it. So a lot of things, as being a golfer, and most golfers out there are going to agree, if you let your emotions get in control, it's going to take over your golf game. There's no doubt about it. You know, even the pros run into that little emotional mental breakdown. Do I think he mentally broke down? Yeah, you know, to be in that environment, and to be on that big stage, to have, you know, he's got tons of cameras. There's drones. There's everything that's flying around you, and just that 1 millisecond that changed his thought process. It cost him, you know, and it's one of those things. He's normal. He's human because
Yeah.
you know, even playing in the FOREBROS, you see some of you guys that you can watch the leaderboard live, and all of a sudden the dude just takes a crash, and like, what happened? You know what I mean? Went wrong? And again, to see that happen, and again, being in the golf industry, I don't really have a favorite golfer. I don't have a favorite football team. I don't have anything favorite. I just like good golf.
Right?
I like good sports. I mean, whether it's baseball,
Yeah.
basketball, I don't have
And
a
it's been
favorite team.
interesting. Yeah. It's been
I
interesting,
just
Rob. Like this golf, sorry to cut you off there, but this, cause I'm just so like in awe, man. Like we talked about this the past couple of weeks, is that golf has been getting interesting. Like nobody wants to see Tiger up by 20 strokes or Scotty up by 6, 7, 8, 9 strokes. Like you want to see where it's going into hole 18 that could potentially push a playoff, or it's the guy's making a comeback and he needs a birdie to win, a birdie to tie on 18. And that's how these past couple of tournaments have been. I'm not like,
Oh,
again, I don't know if
Rory, the Rory
you've seen,
effect.
right?
God, poor Rory. God,
Right?
dude. Yeah.
We
But
talked
just think
about that,
about
man.
but just think about it. The dude was getting ready to go through a divorce. You know, you
Right.
just think about how his personal life was affecting his golf life or vice versa. But the guy was able to hang around and bring it all the way to hole 18. And he just wasn't ready to close that show.
Sorry, I had to press mute because my dog. I
Let him
guess.
bark. Let him bark for a
That's what I
second.
said.
Bruce just
Right?
said,
I
I
know
said, oh my
Andy.
God,
Andy
where's
always.
Andy at? That's Andy. That's Andy in the background. A little chihuahua.
I know. I thought it was Zeus for a little bit because Mike always has Zeus with them, and I wanted to have her with me here, but I said no. I said Andy wouldn't approve of that right now, so I said let me just have her over here. But hey, man, so as we wrap up, Rob, do you have any parting words? Do you kind of want to throw some love to somebody's way, or
Okay, so I'm gonna
anything?
two people. Okay, Maya, that dude is holding FOREBROS together. He's growing the game of golf. He's growing. You know, I'm not gonna say in the association because I like that y'all call it a tour. I like that y'all guys are inviting everybody in. You know, so huge shout out to Maya, and again a huge shout out to Mike Oshman, because Mike Oshman he's out there. Even I don't think he's part of FOREBROS. I don't know what he does anymore with FOREBROS, or he's a part of it, but he still speaks highly of FOREBROS. So he's that guy that's still one of your biggest salesmen out there. That's one of your biggest sellers out there saying, hey, join FOREBROS. But anyway, don't forget, July 4th, FOREBROS Bash. I'm giving a free tailor-made spider putter away for the best picture on that site that banned me. Hashtag free Robert. Hashtag free
Hashtag
Robert.
free Robert. Hey, but speaking of July 4th, you also have a big event on July 19th. Am I right there? July 19th.
Oh,
For the big
yeah.
burger
So
bash
we're
for
doing
the
we're doing bombs and burgers.
bombs and
So
burgers. There you
bombs
go.
and burgers. So I'm giving away, and I'm not going to say it yet. I'm not going to say whether it's a whole set of golf clubs, but something big. I'm going to give something big away for the guy that hits the longest drive out there. You know, and again, I'm trying to get everybody out. You know, it's just to have fun. I'm gonna have some loud music out there. I'm gonna have some barbecue burgers going on and stuff like that. But get out there. But I also have the PGA Hope coming up next. And if you see, if you know Sergio that runs, him and Doug and Dave Roberts, come out there. If you're a veteran, if you're military affiliated, you want to get into PGA Hope, come and do the PGA Hope at Lappin Gateway.
Awesome, man. Well, my parting words, man, are gonna be thanks to everybody for like putting up with me today, man. Dude, you couldn't have been anything better for me to get this show rolling and get this show going. Hopefully I did okay for the guys out there and thanks for everybody who stayed along here, man. This is a dream come true for me, man. And thanks to Andy just for believing in me, pouring hope into me, man, and just letting me kind of just do this and just talk, man, just talk golf. This is what I love doing. This is what I mean, who I am. I'm just a people person who just wants to come out and just tell the world like on what I'm thinking, man. So thank you guys for everything. And again, man, Robert had some awesome words today. Hopefully y'all were taking notes. I'm telling you, Rob, I'm a note taker. I wrote down all your all the stuff you had going on today, man.
Brucey, before, because we're gonna give a shout out to the same person, but you're gonna do it in a different person, okay? So
Yes, sir.
I'm very private about my personal life, you know, and I don't really share a lot. But I don't know if y'all recently seen me post pictures, okay? Because that's my ride and die. She's been with me through everything, and she pushes me, and she pushes me to be a better person, to be a better man, and she's always been by my side. And again, she's telling me you can be better than you were today.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome, bro. And I think I saw that, bro. I saw that on there, man. I was like, dang, Rob. Now, then my wife got mad, man. My wife was like, why aren't you putting me on your Facebook?
Behind every successful man, there's that lady that's pushing you.
There is. Yes, there is, man. But yes, hey, thank you. Thanks again, Rob. Like I said, man, these everything you said, and the word transparency just stays with me. That word just meant everything in customer service, transparency. And if I took anything from this show, was transparency and great customer service. I mean, that's what everybody wants in the golf industry. But once again, Rob, thank you for everything. Thank you for being a trooper with me today. Thank you for putting up with me today, man. And other than that, so like in the great words of Mr. Andy Torres, in the game of life, nothing is OB.
Deuce.